Hi and welcome back to my channel. Now I know the majority of you guys will probably be thinking, Bella, have you lost your mind? And the correct answer to that is yes. I know, I look super fabulous. It is super hot and humid. I probably shouldn't be bothering to do my hair, but if I didn't, I would probably look very tragic. So here we are. So I asked you guys on my social media if you wanted me to do a video on this look. If this does not show up very good on camera, I will probably insert it here. But yes, it was 100% yes. You guys wanted me to do a video on this, so I'm gonna do it today. But also today is cheat day, so you'll probably be seeing me eating an eclair because I is fatty. Does that make this video a mukbang? Mukbang? I don't know. So happy. So yes, today we will be recreating that sultry smoky eye with the Norvina palette. So let's get right into it. Today's gonna be one of those rare videos where I do my whole face, not just my eyes and everything on top. And oh look, it seems that now every time I do a video, I get one of these things going. Great. Today is super hot. I will be priming my skin with the ILLAMASQUA HYDRAVEIL. I ran out of my big jar and then I found in myself this super cute, tiny little jar. I mean, how cute is that? Normally they come in a size like this, but I'm out. I'm still gonna be using this spatula because germs. One thing I like about this primer is it feels super nice and cool and hydrating on your skin without making the sebaceous glands overreact and oily. For my foundation, I'll be using the ILLAMASQUA Skin Base in 3.5 and it is miserably hot right now. Next, I'm going to use the Ben Nye Neutral Set. I'm going to use a little palette because I tend to make mess. I normally start off with this amount. No, it is not cocaine. Actually, funny story about that. I once was setting a client's makeup with the exact same setting powder from Ben Nye. And when I turned around with the powder on a palette, she just looks at me and goes, "Oh no, darling, it's my son's wedding. I have to behave." And I was so taken aback because I had no idea what she meant. And then it just clicked in my head and I just said, "This isn't drugs." And she just starts laughing. Like, it was the funniest little thing. But I have to admit, as funny as it is now, I was a tiny bit stirred at the fact that she actually thought that I was offering her cocaine. Like, what kind of makeup artist have you had in the past? Now I really pat it in on my chin and on my nose and right here between the brows, because that's where I get oiliest. But I do make sure I cover my whole skin. And of course I always get it all over myself. I'm going to be using the ILLAMASQUA Brow Build in Amplify. It's kind of dried up on me a little, so what I've been doing is spraying some setting spray just on the brush and just loosening up some of the product. And it really works because I don't have eye drops, which will probably be more economic to do, but I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do when you're in a hurry. Probably should get eye drops though. For the rest of my brows, I will be using the Linda HALLBERG Infinity palette, and I'm going to be using Thornux with a very light hand. But I find brows to be a bit slow and boring, so I'm just going to speed through this process. Now, I normally don't do this until the end, but it is very hot and humid, so I'm already going to spritz my face a tiny bit. Oh, I can't hear my mouth. Yeah, I'm already going to spritz my face a tiny bit just so I don't get any premature muddy areas, because it is about, I think when I checked last time it was about 65% humidity, so I'm swimming in my flood. I'm using the Too Faced Shadow Insurance, and I'm just going to be putting that on my upper and lower lids. Right, all prepped and primed. Now we're going to be going in with the Holy Grail. It has been rare that when I buy a new palette that I use it consistently every single day, doing a diverse look using just one palette, but I have been so obsessed with this palette. It's not even funny. I've been using it every day this week since I got it, really, and I'm in love. So I'm going to be starting off with incense. With a super big fluffy brush, I'll be putting incense all over my crease using a rainbow type motion back and forth. And I'm going to be blending up, going close to the front of my brow right here. And then when I blend out, I'm going to just fan it out towards the end of my brows. Just do one tap into the product and that is more than enough to start off with. We can always build up, but once you have too much product on your brush, it just makes blending more difficult. So if you see you have too much product on your brush, just give it a tap and you should be good to go. So doing the same thing on my other eye, blending nice and far up because I've got all that lid space. And look at this pin curl, it's already kind of drooping. I know I look so mental right now, but I thought, you know what? I might as well keep it up for the video because it's gonna go up anyway, so might as well look nice and ridiculous for you guys. Next I am taking Eccentric with a blending brush and I'm going to be putting it on the outer corners and in the crease, and also blending those two colors together and just really intensify my crease. Now I'm taking my bigger fluffy brush just to kind of blend out any harsh edges. I'm going to take a more pointy blending brush and take some of Volatile, and that is going to go just in the crease just to kind of make a sharper, more denser outer V. And that I'm just going to blend outwards like so. For my lid, I will be taking Dazzling. With a finger, I will be swiping that all over my eyelid. Seem to have made a mess, which is easily fixed. Now with a fluffy brush, I'm just going to blend those a little more together. Next I will take Incense again, put that all over my lower lash line. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. And always make sure you go back up into the other shadows. Now onto what everyone is here for, the smokiness. I might actually take out my pin curls in a bit. They are starting to annoy me a little. I'll be back in a second. Tie it up in a loose bun just so we don't disrupt the curls. Wow, totally different person. Where was I? The absolute perfect eye pencil that I have discovered for smoky eyes is the Urban Decay Glide On Eye Pencil in Perversions. I'm going to be starting off with my lower lash line. I'm going to be putting it in my waterline. With a smaller blendy brush, I am going to be blending Perversions into my lash line. So now that that's smoked out a bit, we're going to do a touch more blending with that. I thought I was going to put this brush in my kit, but actually I've been using this all the time for smoky eyes. So with this side of the Anastasia brush that came in the palette, I'm going to take Passion, blend that in to my lash line to really create that smoky blended effect. So it really doesn't look like you have panda eyes. Take Incense again, very lightly blend that into Passion. It's one of those looks where you look a little bit mental until you've done your lashes and bronze and everything. So if I look a little crazy to you guys, that is why. So now with Perversions, I am going to get as close as I can to my lash line. Just very, very gently. Doesn't have to be neat because we will be blending and smoking this. I would say just make sure to keep your pencil nice and sharp for this. Now with the same brush, I'm going to start blending. I do one eye at a time because once this pencil dries, it's harder to blend. The reason I did two eyes with the lower lash line is because water lines tend to be a bit damper, but your upper lash line, not so much. Now if you're needing a little more product on your brush but are afraid of reapplying more liner to your lash line, just brush your brush a little bit against the pencil and continue. Get more product without it being too much. And right at the corner here, I'm just gonna blend out and up a little, just to create a little bit of a cat eye, but not quite a winged look. If you find you've done too much liner on your upper lash line, it's a bit overwhelming, never fear. Just use the same color you did on your eyelid and just kind of blend it a bit with a brush on top of your smoky eye. That'll just subdue if you have too much black. Same thing with the other eye. This is, I guess, why people say blending is their cardio. Okay, all nice and smoky. Before I do mascara, I'm going to be doing my bronzer, contour and highlight, because the reason I do lashes all the way last is just so I don't get any powder on top of mascara, because that just looks bad. And I mean bad. I mean, I notice if I see it on the tube. So with my bronzer, I'll be using the Too Faced Sweetie Pie bronzer, which I have been obsessed with and using almost every day, because none of my foundations really match my skin anymore, because I've been out in the sun almost every day because of work. And even with 80 SPF, I still get burnt. I don't know. It's so frustrating. Should probably be explaining what I'm doing. I am roughly just bronzing up my cheekbones, my temples, my nose, because we want a nice looking nose. My jawline. I'm just going to put a bit on my neck. Necklift, my décolleté. Just going to be packing it in a bit on my collarbones, because it's just sexy. And that is what we aspire to be as ladies and everyone else. Using the Shade and Light Contour Palette from Kat Von D Beauty, I am taking the darkest shade over here and I'm just putting it in the lowest part of my jawline, just to really create that hollow. Now I feel I put a tiny bit too much bronzer here, so I'm just going to go over with my sponge to take that down a notch. For blush, I'll be using the Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush in Captivating. I'm going to use the Sweets Glow Kit from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm going to use Sassy Grape to get my glow on. Just going to put some on my collarbones as well, on my shoulders. So very excited. It's cheat day and we are going to the bakery after this, so I want to look cute. I'm going to put some highlight on my Cupid's bow because you guys know I love that. And since I haven't highlighted my tear duct area yet, I'm going to be using Sassy Grape for that as well. For mascara, I'll be using my teeny tiny Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. But you guys, I'm so excited I get to go to the bakery soon. I'm gonna have so much cake. Now, since I'm very, very strict ketogenic, I do not eat any carb or sugar 6 days of the week. So you guys must realize how exciting it is for me to go to the bakery. Now I've been obsessed also lately with doing smoky eyes to put a lot of mascara on my lower lash lines, because it really then looks like such a dull eye effect. I don't know, I just love it. For eyelashes, I'm going to be wearing the PRIMA Lash 810s, which is the same lashes I wore in Le Photo. Close they look like so. Now normally on a cheat day I would not really bother so much with my lips because I'm gonna be shoving food in my face, which by the way I'm gonna probably be eating a donut after this, or yeah, normally I would not bother with lipstick, but since it's for you guys and you make my day with all your beautiful lovely comments, and I just love you guys. For today's look I will be using the Anastasia liquid lipsticks in Stripped and Milkshake. I'm going to be starting with Strip, and I will be applying that kind on the outer edges of my lips, and Milkshake will be going in the middle, so kind of an ombre lip. Now this looks super messy right now, and don't worry, it's not forever. And now with Milkshake, I'm going to be putting that in the middle. Then normally I blend with my finger, but I can't be bothered to clean my fingers, so I'm going to be using a brush. These colours are a super beautiful combination. They really make your lips look fuller and bigger. So if you're kind of looking for a little lip hack, get that full pouty effect without getting, you know, a job. What was that? Just use 2 different lip colours and just blend them out. Just makes that lovely pouty effect. Put some more setting spray on. And we are done. Oh, my hair looks lovely too. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look. It is a quite easy and simple smoky eye, and it looks super sultry, super stunning. You can wear this almost anywhere if you use lighter, more subtle colors. Also, do remember, if you are not comfortable with putting black liner in your waterline, just do the steps that I showed on the lash line, just so you have more of that wider eye effect rather than closing up your eyes with putting a black liner in the waterline. It's not for everybody, but honestly, do give it a try. You might just like it with all, you know, lashes, lips and everything, and you might just fall in love with it. Please, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye! I did say I was going to be eating a donut. I love cheat days.